Hello friends, I am Vasuki Soni. Welcome again. I hope all of you guys are doing very great. And let's quickly summarize what we have discussed in the last session. So the last session was actually about warming up the research mindset. So we talked about things like what should be published in a research paper, what shouldn't be published in a research paper. We also talked about what is an ideal research paper, what does it contain and how does it look like. Basically, what are the guidelines for an ideal research paper. Along with this, we also talked about some of the key things we need to understand before we start actually documenting our research work. We talked about some of the key exercises we need to do, how to exercise our brain, how to exercise our mental preparedness, how to brainstorm our idea for its relevance and value, because these are very important things before you actually start writing the paper. These are the key things which evaluate your idea and help you get more confidence in what you are going to write. So that was all about that. Today's topic is actually going to be a short video, guys, but it's going to be very important. So as you see, today's topic is formatting. In this video, we are going to talk about how to write our papers and why do papers normally follow a standard, what is the use of it, and what kind of benefits it brings us when we document any kind of technical work in tandem with a format, right? So with this note, let's quickly jump into the slide and let's talk about the key things about formatting. So first and very important question to ask ourselves is, why is formatting very important? So the first point actually talks about that research papers are basically the assets in this digital library. Formatting is one practice which helps standardize way of writing a research paper or articles across communities. What this point means is that formatting is a way of standardizing technical documentation. Standardizing is one practice which has been practiced for a long time now, because now these days we have a lot of data being produced, a lot of technical data being produced, and organizations and companies often choose to standardize their procedures and policies so that there is a consistency in the data or the work policies and work ethics that they follow. So these things may sound very big, but formatting is just one part of it. So when you go to the field of research, formatting is a very important work ethic for the researchers. Second point says that standardizations of paper writing helps reviewers review papers better. This means then that when a paper is written in a standardized way or a well formatted way, it helps reviewers review the paper better. Why is it like this? Because uh, when you adhere to a format, when you follow a format of writing, the reviewers know that which kind of format you are actually writing in. This way, researchers have already documented their work in a standard way. Now, reviewers also know that this particular format, how does it work, and in which logical way do I need to proceed reading this paper. So, this is the key thing to understand here. This is why formats help people review your paper better, or they help your readers with better way of reading your paper, right? Third point here is that provides better organized information. When it is obvious that when you are following a particular format of writing, the intent behind it is to organize the data that you are going to write inside it. Fourth point is actually about information can be placed in logical order, right? So that's what we talked about. When you follow a format, you intend to write things in a logical order. That means everything is in its own correct place. So when you read something, you know what you are going to expect next after reading a particular section. The last point here is that well formatted document is actually easy on eyes. And I have put a double star here saying that it's underrated, but it's very key important. It's very true actually. Because when you read something, oh, you can just imagine reading a newspaper which is densely written. You have a large amount of paragraphs written, or you have dense text present in front of you. You have lots of information thrown in a particular piece of paper. uh, Reviewers or readers will lose their motivation by a huge percentage before even starting to read their paper. This is what the first impact, this is called as the first impression that gets created by looking at the paper. So formatting is important to make sure that readers feel the papers easy on eyes so that they can be interested to keep reading your paper for a longer time. At least till they reach the end of the paper, they should be heavily interested and they should be excited at each section what they are going to know in the next section. Now we are going to talk a little bit about the tools that we are going to use here. So I have provided some key URLs here. These URLs are from IEEE organization. IEEE is a global standard followed across. It's a community basically of electronics and electrical engineers. So this community provides lots of templates and article templates. We have lots of journals and publications hosted by IEEE. So feel free to explore all these URLs that I have mentioned here. You will find paper template, article templates, and manuscript formatting guidelines, and how do we cite or reference to some other researches in our research papers. So these are very important documentation. I would highly recommend you to go through these documentation and have them handy with you when you are actually starting to write a paper. Now, I have not been able to show you the URL, so let me talk about standard format and what does it normally contain. You can open yourself and see, but I am going to just give you a brief about it. What does this format actually guide you to do? So first thing it says that about text font size for titles, headlines, paragraphs. When you write your paper, it actually talks about what kind of fonts you should use, what kind of font sizes you should be using for different types of titles, headlines, paragraphs, and sub paragraphs, right? And or subheadings or any kind of bullet points. It guides you through all that. Second is it provides guidelines for the images and tables, how to put them in a paper, what should be the quality, what should be the resolution of the images, and how should we tag or reference to each images or tables in the paper. Third thing also talks about should be the format of citations. What should be the format you should write a citation or a reference to other papers. So that is also something to understand. Fourth thing is actually the page layout. So page layout is very important because it actually tells you how the text is going to be placed in a piece of A4 size paper which you are going to write in, or like in the next slide we will see actually how IEEE paper format looks like. So page layout guides you with in what layout in a piece of paper the text is going to be organized. So as I was talking in the last slide, this is the glimpse of a standard paper format, and this paper format is released by IEEE. So as you can see that there are two columns of text present in this A4 size paper, and this is called as the page layout that I was talking about. And you can see that there are different sections. It also talks about what kind of fonts you have to use, what kind of sizes, how the images are being placed here. You can just look at everything and it will guide you through that. So this is the standard paper how it looks like. You may find different formats present in different publications. Everybody has their own format. Whichever platform you are choosing to publish, everybody will have their own format basically. But IEEE format I am presenting here because this is one of the globally accepted formats by the publication houses and the journals. So that's it, guys. I think it was pretty useful. As I said earlier, that formatting is very important for us. So please spend time in understanding this formatting very well. Try something on your own. Try to understand this IEEE format. Just go through it once and try to understand what all the key guidelines which we have to follow as part of formatting. And uh, formatting is something that brings order to your research paper, so it's very important to understand this concept very well. So I think, guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will talk about more stuff in the next slides, and see you then.